Okay, so coming to the reports type, right? Yesterday we created reports, and we know before we create the report, we need to select a report type. I hope while creating the reports, you might have noticed the same thing. In case you had a chance to create your own report. In case you did not get a chance to create it on your own, let me just show you. To create a report, first thing that we do is we go to the reports tab, right? Go to the reports tab, click on new report. This is how we create it, right? The moment you click on new report, what is the next thing that you have to do? Select the report type, right? So what did I tell you? Why do we select the report type? This is basically to select for which object we want to create the report, right? That is what is chosen here. Do you want to create a report for account, or you want to create it for opportunity, or for contacts, for what, right? So that is what we'll have to select here. Now these report types decide which all fields, the object that you select. Let's say if you select account, then all the fields from account will be available in the report, right? So when I go to creating the reports, there is a list of fields in the left hand side on the report builder screen, right? Now that list of field depends on what? That depends on the object that you have selected from here. Okay. Now what we need to understand is some of the reports are not of just one single object. Some of the report types have multiple objects, like contacts and accounts, accounts with partners, contacts with assets, accounts with assets, right? So in that case, there are multiple objects available in the same report type, right? Accounts and contacts. So these are objects which are related. So whenever there, you want fields from two different objects in the same report, what you have to make sure is both the objects need to be related. Parent-child relationship should be there, right? Otherwise, you cannot create a report including both the objects. Okay, so that is about the report type. Some of the report types are available here, but you might want to create few more. Let's say account and opportunities. Accounts and opportunities are related. There's a relationship between those. But if you see here, there is no report type with that name, account and opportunities. If you want to create a report which includes both accounts as well as opportunities, then what you'll have to do? You have to create this thing, a new report type for the account and opportunities. Fine. So because it is not available, it's not visible here. So that ways, any report type which is not available here, the same, same procedure of Salesforce, the way we had standard objects and then we created custom objects, we had standard application and we created custom application. Same thing applies here also. These are all standard report types. In addition to these report types, if you want a few additional report types, the customized ones, the way you want them to be, you need to create report types, custom report types. Okay, how to create those? Very simple. Just need to go to setup, go to setup, create report types. So custom report type screen comes up. If you want to read this, custom report type allows you to build a framework in the report wizard from which users can create and customize reports. Okay. So basically you can club two objects and include their fields in the custom report type. So just click on continue. Click on new custom report type. Okay. Now as I said, you can include multiple objects in the report type. So first thing that you have to do is you have to select the primary object. Primary object is means the parent object. Okay. So here our account is going to be the primary object. Okay. So select the primary object first. Give it a label and a name. Give it a description. So this description will be visible to the end users while creating the report types. Okay. Then select the category under which category it should be available. So there we saw that there was a list of categories. I want to put it under opportunities. Deployment status, make it in development or deployed. So anything which is in progress should be in development, but we have almost completed designing this and we want this to be available or to be deployed to the end users. We'll make it deployed. Click on next. Click to relate another object. Okay. The other object is opportunities. So connect it with the other object. Done. Now scroll down. This is where you have to define the relationship type. Relationship so is already there. So we are not defining the relationship, but what we have to define here is, do I want to include, see, A is a different object account and B is opportunity. So these are two different objects, right? Now here it asks you whether you want only the records where A has at least a B record, okay, or you want all accounts irrespective of the fact whether they have an opportunity or not, right? So if you select the first option, then only the accounts which have an opportunity will be included in the report. If you select the second one, then it will just select all the accounts irrespective of the fact if they have an opportunity or they do not have. It will ignore that thing and it will select all the accounts. So you can see this. All accounts will be included in the report. Or the other option is you just want the intersection part. Only the accounts where there is an opportunity. Yeah, there is a question which Tejasvi has. How about having both records from A and B? No, that option is not available because A is the primary object that we have selected. So we at the max what we can do here is in report type we can include all the records from A, but we cannot include all the records from B because the primary object and the second thing is there will be the way this diagram looks, it will be a little different from this. I'll tell you why. Because opportunity is a parent of opportunity is a child of account, right? and there will not be any opportunity without account. Is that correct? So in case you are including this, most of the things will be included. All the accounts will be included and the opportunities under those are being included, right? So there will not be any situation where you have an opportunity without account. Got that point? So that is also something which is not feasible for this solution. Having said that, this report type can be done for other objects also where parent is not a mandatory thing, but still we do not have that third option of union kind of thing. We can just include all the records from the primary object. Then go and click on save. The report type is done. Now this report type should have all the fields from account and opportunity, right? If you come here, it will give you summary of what all fields will be available for the report. 56 fields from account and 32 fields from opportunity. Total 88 fields will be available in this report type.
Excuse me, Ji. This is Renu. I just lost my connection. So can you please repeat the last step you did, like from selecting the objects from two things, just 5 minutes before?
Okay. So what was the last thing that you could hear?
Yes, like you were saying something about the choosing the relationship. I guess after selecting the other object, what we have to do? Yes.
Select the other object and then select whether you want only the records where only the accounts where there is an opportunity, or all the accounts irrespective of if they have an opportunity or not. Got it? So only the intersecting records or all the records from the left side. That we select and then we click on save. Right?
So what we should select, like
depends. I mean, do you want to include
whatever we want?
Yeah, the kind of report that you want to create. You want to create a report in which you want to include all the accounts, even if they do not have opportunity, or you just want to create a report of only the records where there is an opportunity, right? That is the thing. So it's more like, if you are creating a list of, in your, let's say where you stay, there is going to be a, function, think of it. And there are, parents, and then there are children, and you are preparing a list. So sometimes it can be the requirement that, okay, we need only parents who have a child, right? We need a list of people who have at least one child, so that, because that is there is some event which is only meant for these people. So there you will definitely exclude people who do not have child. Sometimes your requirement can be there that, okay, we need a list of all parents and we also need the list of child in case the child they have a child. Right. A third thing can be what Tejasvi you were asking, that, okay, fine, we need a list of child also in case they do not have parent. But that situation is rare, right? So for that reason, they have not given that option to us. Got this? So same way, your reporting purpose, you will have to understand where the parent is required, child may or may not be there. You just need the parent only if it has a child. That is the thing. So it was done actually. So this is the report type we are done with it. Now the next thing that we have to do is go start creating your reports. How do you do that? Go to the reports tab, click on new report. Okay, where did we save it? We saved it under opportunity category, right? Click on this, go to accounts and opportunities. Click on create. Now this report type has all the fields from account, as you can see, and it has all the fields from opportunities. So in this report you can bring in fields from account as well as opportunities, and is because we selected that the accounts without opportunity should also be visible, so that is the reason why these accounts are also visible where there is no opportunity. If we had selected only show me the accounts with opportunities, then it would not have shown us these records. Here rest everything is same. Rest whatever we have created, from here, bringing the field, putting the filters, tabular, summary, matrix, whatever we have done so far, that's all the same. Clear? Okay. So that is the report types part. So you can create your own custom report types, and while creating a report type you can include up to 4 objects. In one report type we just use 2, right? You can use up to 4 objects, but those 4 need to be in a linear hierarchy, like parent, child, grandchild, that kind of thing. Okay. So account, opportunity, then a child of opportunity. So that ways you can create up to 4 objects. So 4 is the maximum. Now let's go and talk